Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and or good night, depending on where you are in the world today. Welcome back to your Tuesday evening's entertainment. It is, of course, our New London by Night Chronicle Vampire the Requiem 2nd edition, episode 5. Yeah, let's unmute the masses and let's get into the recap. We start on a touch late, so we'll catch up. Hello, the masses.
Hi,
Hello.
There we go. God
Vox
damn.
Populi.
Let's just pop that on as well. Yeah. So big session last week. Lots of stuff happened. Some new revelations. Firstly, how are we all? We good?
Fucking rocking it, mate.
Yep.
Happy the last day of my vacation.
Oh no! Well, at least you get to
sucks.
end it playing some vampire, right?
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. So before I get into the recap, let's very quickly say thank you for everyone who's been making the comments on the other videos thus far. We're definitely getting a lot more interaction on this one than some of our other campaigns, so that is very much appreciated. Whilst we're mentioning it, please feel free to do all the usual YouTube platitudes, like, share, subscribe, etc. And remember that if you comment below who you feel deserves a beat for their activities during the session, we'll have a look at that and then give someone else a free beat based on your comments for the next session. Speaking of beats, you all get beat for being here. Congrats.
Just beat it.
It's not. I can't. That's one that'll trigger the YouTube thing real quick.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Oh, just
That and the Beatles.
And I'm not going to get sidetracked talking about news, but Tito, rip. Yeah. So yeah, you'll get a beat for being here. Lime, you got the session beat voted by the cast from the
thank you, people of the revolution.
previous session. A merit. Let me double check. Yeah, here I'll quickly do this for you. So I'll pop this in the old group stuff. Ring. There you go. Okay. So yeah, is now is your opportunity to essentially spend your points, or if you're hoarding them, or continue to hoard them.
I got to figure out what merit I want, but
I
I'm sure
only
I'm gonna
have
spend it.
one.
I'll just save them for.
We've been dishing them out. Some of you must have quite a lot of XP by now, unless you've spent it all.
2.
I have one.
Mm.
Going to my 30.
Yeah, I have like 2 and a beat right now, but I spent 1 already, so.
Okay.
I keep
I
spinning it.
unfortunately was out for 2 weeks, so I have 1 experience and 1 beat.
We've been
I'm so far behind.
we've been milking the rolls as best we can as well, to help
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to because I'm so far behind now.
help push the beats. Okay, so I'm just trying to get all my screens set up.
You should. No.
I should what?
No, go ahead.
No, I was like, don't forget the beat for showing up to each of them. You should still get that. And I was like, no, that would defeat the entire purpose of the thing. I was like, my brain just going, bloop.
Yeah. Happens to the best
Spending
of
all
us.
my experience points to
know,
represent the merits.
You know, get a beat
Yeah.
for being fucked.
Just a beat for being Fox. Sadly, not. Unless, I mean, chat can do the vote, right? And if we
comment
get
right now.
yeah, if we get a comment on the previous one, I'll consider that as well. Although I don't know how they would get one for the previous one when they weren't here. I just did a line. Sorry.
You didn't say they couldn't comment about giving Fox beats when they're not here.
I didn't. That's true. So let's very quickly recap. We started a little bit late, so I'm going to try and recap as quick as possible. As always, for you lovely viewers, if this is your first time watching this and you want to catch up, we're only on session 5, and all of the other sessions are in a very handy playlist, so it won't take you long to catch up with those as well. So first things first, you guys headed up to meet with Adrian Ward, who is the primogen of the Circle of the Crone. Lovely chap.
Everything we did.
You what now?
My brain compartmentalizes stuff, so as soon as you said one thing, my brain opened up the
Okay.
entirety of last session.
Unlocked last session box, and everything just
What
popped
did
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Opened the wrong file folder.
Zelda
And it
like
just went,
like a can of snakes just went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I love those.
Fuck is my roll 20 doing? Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
Shitting itself, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, you too?
No, I'm talking about you.
Is there a cafe around
You
here?
just seem to be
Yeah.
having the issues.
There's
A lot of shitting itself for roll 20 for me today.
there's a couple of handy dandy Kindred friendly clubs in the town, city even. We've been to almost all of them that we know of so far. Anyway, so you guys go to Adrian's mansion. We'll call it mansion until I know otherwise. You are invited in, and you essentially wait outside his study and sneak up and overhear him having a conversation, slightly angry conversation, regarding Macbeth, invitation that he knows nothing about, and someone else causing issues with the police. You you were subsequently invited in, where Edith promptly insulted Adrian after his little rant, yeah, it made sense. The gangrels butting heads a little bit. It's in the nature. But this was quickly, thank you. This was quickly smoothed over when she informed him that the Circle weren't the only ones who didn't show up to the summons, and spilled the beans that it was the Carthians. Individual named Francis was Macbeth's contact from the Circle of the Crone. He is missing with the invitation from Macbeth, the same invitation that you all got. And he was he basically said it's not likely that you're going to get into the Abyss, which is the club that he wants that you are supposed to be investigating. However, he said that it's perfectly easy. One of you join the Circle, and once you're a member, you can take whoever you want in, that kind of thing. He then informed you, after some persuasion, that there was a police report that's been filed of an animal attack within the Crone territory, except the individual in question was dumped in a dumpster, and the animal drained all its blood and dumped him in a dumpster. So must have been a pretty smart fucking animal, essentially was his words on that front. You then were given Francis' address, a place in an apartment building. You headed on in. Cora used the sneaky thieves tools equivalent, broke in, and you found the apartment was flooded. Maybe an inch or two of water was coming from a sink, a basin in the bathroom, where the water was just flooding over. However, this gave you the information that the water was also kind of running down under the wall in one of the bedrooms. I believe it was the professor who initially went to investigate, but subsequently opted to botch on their investigation. I think it was like they didn't succeed on their investigation, opted to critically fail, got a beat in the process, but fell through the now soggy floor into a secret room below. Secret room below looked very much like an interrogation room from the film Underworlds, if you're familiar with those. Very sterile environment, a chair that you would strap somebody down to if you didn't want them to move and they were really strong. There was also essentially a cold room and another door leading off of this chamber. Subsequent investigations of the first room that you were in revealed torture implements, that kind of stuff. The cold room contained several cabinets. Each cabinet contained a head, which had some of the spinal cord still attached, as well as a heart. The spinal cord was wrapped around these hearts and then placed what was left into the mouths of these heads, which you eventually figured out were in torpor, not dead. You investigated the other room and found a cabinet or a bureau or I can't remember the other word that we found out that meant bureau, but it was something weird. Anyway, you found a desk with some filing cabinet stuff in it, looked through it, and essentially there was an interrogation report for each of these heads with names, when they were taken, that kind of thing. Each head was taken roughly a decade ago from the previous one. They were all from the Invictus, all holding positions within or close to the prince's court. You also found out, after one of the heads kind of lolled over and woke up from its torpor, I think that was a critical success, or maybe a fail, one of the two. Yeah. Essentially, one of the heads woke up, you fed it some blood, and it was able to tell you a little bit of information about itself. Its name matched up to the ones in the files, and it mentioned 7 before it went back to night-night. You arranged for, I believe you were talking about arranging for an ambulance or a blood bag carrying vehicle to come and get their heads, but I think we'd also decided maybe not to do that, given the ramifications or the revelations that the 7 were involved. I think we were at the decision point of what you wanted to do.
No, we decided to take the heads and go and
it was a cold storage truck for food from the food pantry.
Right. Okay.
From
Perfect.
the father's personal home.
Perfect. And it was to your personal library.
I think we were deciding if we were going to contact the sheriff or directly the prince.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't be able to contact the prince directly.
Right, that was the thing. We don't have access.
You'd have to
the
go
prince.
through somebody.
Well,
You have
unless your sire does. I mean, I don't know, she can pull another phone number out, you know.
Other things you found out, there was a crude altar within the other room as well, which showed signs of very no blood magic, old, ancient, pre-druidic ritualistic markings and runes and things like that, and what was clearly the flesh of the unfortunate victims in the other room being used as part of the ritual. The blood magic does not fall into any of the other Covenant's magic, so it doesn't fall into like Theban sorcery, it does not fall into the coils, and it doesn't fall into the Crake magic of the Crone. Again, might be pronouncing that wrong. I think that was about it. Yeah. Oh, the only other thing was that you then searched for the invite. The invite was not here, so it's with Francis wherever he is, or with whoever has taken them. You ascertained that there was a secret way into this room as well from a ladder and broke out into the bedroom through a wall that had been plastered over. And the assumption is that the plastering occurred probably a decade ago at least, i.e. the last time this area was used, and you're not sure how long Francis has been in this apartment. That is something you could potentially easily find out, but that's pretty much brought us up to speed. I'm
actually curious. I'm not sure what I'd roll for this, but I want to know how long Adrian's been the head of the Crone. I assume that'd be somewhat.
Given that he's the primogen, yeah, he's not a public figure, but yeah, he's not like, you know, random guy. Let me just check. At least 3 decades.
At least, and we've got like the oldest head we found was like the 50s.
Yeah, the oldest head you found was from 80-ish years ago.
I'd be very surprised.
You cut out again halfway through. I'd be very surprised if
he was involved.
Me too, but I just wanted to make
because he sent us here. That's my
right. I just I want to cover all the bases.
No, with it.
I mean,
yeah.
You say
I'm
that,
still
but then
debating if I should call him and let him know that the goon squad's probably going to show up. So he better just get his shit together real quick. But but that's for after we get these guys safely to Brad's spot, and I call the sheriff so she can get here first.
Are you taking all of the documentation as well?
I was going to memorize it, but I will take it with me.
Physical evidence is always best.
Yeah, that is fair. Okay, so you make your way to Father Green's personal chambers, their personal library. I'd imagine you do this separate to the meat wagon.
No doubt.
Would you be able to describe to me your abode?
The sanctum itself was actually a Presbyterian church that then got repurchased by a secondary communion of the Catholic Church and then reconsecrated to it. The front half looks to be like a small sacristy, chapel, all that fun stuff. Deeper in, it goes into almost like a high school library, and then you have the elevator. There's 3 sets of elevators. One's painted red. That one leads down to a phlebotomy lab with actual staffing, and what Father calls the vault was where he stores all of the relics that he tries to pick up, which everything is above board. There's no like secret satanic areas in the back. It's all, this guy's truly Catholic. There is paraphernalia everywhere, and it's all lovingly cared for.
Secrets is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Where are we on the map? Down here somewhere?
Where is your church? Yeah.
On the very edge of the sanctum's territory.
Yeah, I was gonna say way down here.
Okay, good. So we already went through Invictus territory. Cool.
Ocean view. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
More the fact that you could probably get to the lighthouse if you just jump into the ocean real quick.
Oh, so like over here.
No, you're in the correct location. Father Green would jump into the ocean and walk across the bottom if he had to.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was pointing down here initially. That's why I'm like, oh, so like more up here.
Your initial is more correct.
Oh shit, I'll be damned.
Your intuition is powerful.
He's gonna walk
Today.
You are close to the what we'll call the slums area. Essentially, it's old, slightly swampy grounds that I'd say maybe you've got like a lot of derelicts from like the war in there. Nothing's really been rebuilt since in that area, but you're in the part that is built back up. Like the green area next to it is you see some Nosferatu around there quite a lot. Just chilling.
Oh.
I mean, maybe.
Who knows?
But yeah, there's like a lot of sewer outlets and kind of abandoned buildings and just very rundown area nearby. But okay, so you'll make your way to the vault.
Mm-hmm.
The heads will be arriving separately. Question is,
And
what do you do?
before the first head arrives, Father Green will go into his office, grab a crimson red folder, write a couple things down, seal it, and hand it to the Red Sister with instructions to go to the Sisters of a Carmelite Order and to mingle in for 1 week. I should contact nightly, and I will hand her the Crimson Rosary.
Okay. Yeah, she will do.
Thank you. Hopefully see you next week.
She will mention as well that the driver was hired, and give you essentially her number.
We may need her services soon. Appreciate you very much.
She will bow and Scarpa. So the plan.
We will see to it that the heads are taken to the phlebotomy lab with only the staff that are the most antisocial and nobody's going to miss for a week.
Brad,
To make sure that these heads stay alive. Yes,
are you taking us down to your vault?
absolutely.
I would pause you before we went down
Hmm.
and get you to make me swear not to tell people all the secrets that are down there.
And he will look you in your eye. Are you sure?
Yeah, otherwise I'm going to tell everyone. So
I appreciate your consent.
Yeah.
I would
Keep
very
them.
much appreciate it if you were to
Any
keep
sort of
these
word,
secrets. Hmm?
do any sort of vow. I can do vows. Vows will work with me.
I understand. Just work with me.
I get you to drink my blood, but that comes with.
I know. I would very much appreciate it if you kept everything you saw, heard, or experienced within the vault completely to yourself, including extraneous information about what's contained therein, if you would be so kind to swear it upon your heart's blood, please.
They'll do a little thing and he'll say very calmly the words and he'll swear on his heart blood that he won't.
And we will seal it with an iron edict.
Ooh.
And on my word, should you ever request to have that removed, I will do so without complaint or hesitation. Does anybody else want this sealed away?
I can keep my. As far as I'm concerned, you're doing me a big favor, so I'll keep my mouth shut.
I appreciate that.
Oh, it's just if people interrogate me, I could be like, can't do it.
I don't care what's
That's
done
weird.
there as long as the Kindred are safe.
What do you want to know?
I made a vow. Whereas if they like try and break into me and ask me for stuff, I'm like, well, I didn't say a vow, so yeah.
Nah.
How is our fledgling vampire feeling about all of this incredibly overwhelming stuff?
Confused as fuck.
Probably her first time seeing a fucking head attached to a spinal cord attached to a heart.
I
Yeah.
remember my first week as a vampire.
Oh,
Like,
yes. To be young.
She is tripping. Like, she's so confused. She has no understanding of anything that's happening. She doesn't know what the fuck these two just did.
Talking heads, bro. Talking heads.
Isn't an iron edict's a thing?
Like, there's
Hmm?
like there's talking heads attached to spines wrapped around hearts. There's some kind of bullshit going on between these two. I don't get that. Like, she's so confused. She is currently John Travolta in the Pulp Fiction meme. Just huh?
We're just all focused on what we're doing. Just like yeah. It's like, oh boy.
just dragging along the feral puppy. Like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
It'll make sense eventually, I promise.
So, plan is to try and get in touch with the prince.
No, I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna call Macbeth.
Okay.
Sheriff.
Wolfgang,
Yeah,
I do.
please.
Do you understand the risk to me, even from your people? Correct.
I do, but do you understand that I can't just let them not? Like, I gotta tell them.
I understand. If your people decide to kill me, please see
I will
to
do.
that.
Okay.
Hmm?
I'll
No,
do
I
everything in
mean-
my power to prevent that. By the way, so
But if they decide to kill me, there's nothing that you can do, and I understand that. You are part of my coterie, which is why I'm doing this.
it's okay.
At such a point, if I am killed, please see to the members of my flock.
Can I have your blood if you die?
Okay.
If you can get to it.
I probably can.
Outstanding.
You can get to a lot of blood that we've seen.
How many people are we talking about here? Just ballpark me.
I have two separate individual staffs that don't necessarily know. The ones that work phlebotomy understand what we do. The ones who take care of the actual reasonable Catholic side of things aren't.
Okay.
So we're
Yep.
sitting about 140 people.
Okay. Yep.
I run
Let's
a parish.
just keep you alive. Let's do that. That sounds a lot easier. So. Okay.
Aura from the background. So many snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Not counting the herd.
Are you dropping Macbeth a message, or
I'm gonna call her.
okay?
Well, I'm gonna try to call her. It's not
Yeah,
picking up.
you'll have a number. You'll call her, and it'll ring twice, and then you'll get the cut off tone, and then
We're sorry. The number you're attempting to dial is no longer.
you'll get a call a couple of minutes later from a different number, and you'll just say what?
Yeah, I don't really call you ever.
Mhm.
So when I tell you there's something you need to see with your own two eyes, you should understand that that is urgent. We found something. I'm not really sure what to do about it. And you're the highest ranking member I know of the Invictus, and this involves a lot of high ranking Invictus.
You needed someone influential, and you thought of me.
Sure, yeah. Someone who would know, would at least have an idea what to do, because this is odd. I'm just
I'm
going to give you
blushing.
an address. Oh, well, that's sweet. That's very sweet of you, Sheriff. I'm going to text you an address. Can I count on you to show up soon?
Sure.
I like her.
Okay, see you then. And then I'm going to hang up and text her the address.
Okay.
He's gonna show up with arms. It's just
It would take her about half an
Well,
hour.
actually,
Oh.
half an hour? Okay. All right. Well,
If she's on the other side of the fucking city.
before she's going to be showing up, I'm going to call Adrian as well, just to fill him in on what's going on, so he can at least prepare something, because no doubt he's going to be getting a knock soon.
Okay.
Assuming he picks up.
So yeah, he'll pick up pretty quickly. He'll be like, "What'd you find?"
Nothing good. Didn't find your boy or the invite, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, and inform you that what I did find there, I have to go above your head. So you're going to have the Prince's Goon Squad coming your way, probably within an hour. Just tell the truth, be honest, and I'm pretty sure you'll get out of it. Just going to probably take a few hits.
You literally just hear
I fucking fell.
"fuck," and then he'll hang up.
If he survives, then hopefully he'll owe me a favor. That's the thing I'm really thinking about right now. And then I'm just going to basically pace back and forth because I'm genuinely confused at what the hell is happening here. So
Okay,
I'm joining Cora now. I'm generally like, what is going on?
wearing the floor away.
She literally stops you mid-pace and like grabs you by both shoulders. and is just staring at you with the unblinking eyes, no mouth movement. You just hear, "What the fuck is happening?"
I do not.
Two people did it at once. I love it.
Oh, is that what the icon things are?
Yeah, that's emojis that are tied to the sound bites.
Gotcha. So it's just like Twitch. Yeah, but I'll be like, I genuinely do not know what's going on, but we should be getting answers soon. It's just a very stressful situation. Hopefully we get answers. Hopefully we don't get killed.
We're already dead.
Yeah, fair enough. Yes. Killed again. In a more permanent way, I guess is the way to put it.
That's a thing?
Saying?
Mm-hmm.
The people in the parish office will be advised if a woman matching the sheriff's general description is to show up, they are to be shown to the rear entrance of the building.
Okay. Yep.
And treat them with the respect one would give a archbishop.
Damn, son.
I don't want my people to be killed.
It's true.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep, they'll do that.
Or we can cease.
That's why we don't go in the sun.
Oh yes, don't go in the sun. Someone might have not
Definitely.
told you that, and I feel like to tell
No,
you that.
Viv explained that one.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't end well.
A
Also,
true death.
garlic, itchy.
Garlic's fine. Well,
Are
If
you
you try
sure
to
you're
eat
not
it
just
normal.
allergic?
we do throw that up, yeah.
Any regular food is bad. Okay. You will you'll get a notification that she's here. Father Green. And they'll escort her to the elevator, the red elevator.
I will relate this information to our dear friend Wolfgang.
Okay.
You'll
Stop.
You'll
Stop
watch-
pacing, brush myself
You
off.
watch the elevator. I assume the elevator's maybe got one of those old kind of arrows pointing to the floor that it's coming down.
Old brass green
Yeah,
glass
yeah.
behind it.
So you'll watch the arrow kind of slowly move round to the floor that you are on, and then out she will come. The doors will part. I assume is it maybe one of those, like, again, older elevators
Yes.
where you pull the cage to one side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a nice bright red lever to lock it in place on the inside if necessary.
Nice. And in will walk Macbeth. Oh, excuse me. I will yawn. She won't.
Already bored.
Dude, I'm knackered today. It's just a thing. And she'll kind of like look all of you over. I mean, like, and this is about the missing kindred that your group was assigned to look into. Results already.
Different missing kindred.
Yeah, they're definitely missing, but I don't think these are the ones we were looking for. Just, well, it's better that you see it. Lead her to wherever the
Yeah, I'll assume the heads have been turned up by now. Yeah.
the organs are. Yeah. Point to this and be like, found this in Crone territory. While we were looking into the missing kindred. And then I'm just gonna start relaying names because I'm gonna assume.
I can read them out from the files.
Yeah, that'd be great. Because probably don't look like they used to, or maybe they do. I don't know. But
She's gonna step over to the really ugly Nosferatu head. Like it's the nightmare manifestation on this Nosferatu is definitely very physical and on the rough side. And she's just kind of like running her hand over this the forehead of this head. She'll say, "This one, it was my predecessor."
Well, I guess was because you have the position now, but they're alive. They're just in torpor.
She's gonna kind of like look over at some of the other heads, and obviously she will recognize a couple of them who were in the court essentially whilst she's been sheriff. And she's going to kind of just turn and look at you once she's kind of gone over the ones that she recognizes. She's familiar with, just for your reference, Marcus, Eleanor, obviously Reginald, and Gabriella. Yeah, Gabriella. What can you tell me about these? Where did you find them?
Crone district in basically explain the apartment block area, and I'll also mention that one of them spoke of the 7, and then flop back over. I don't remember which one it was, but
she's usually pretty uninterested most of the time. Like, that's a general vibe. But as soon as you mention the 7, she's just gonna fix you with a stare. You spoke to one of them?
It spoke. From what I recall, very briefly. That's about all it said.
I think it was
Samuel.
Reginald? No,
Samuel Drake.
I don't have Samuel Drake. Oh, yeah, it was Drake. Samuel Drake, yeah.
In my own notes, Edith, what was the condition of its awakening?
I was looking through the other cabinets, and I heard a sound. He must have had something in his mouth that he let free, and that's what caused me to go and check. And he was awake.
So you took no particular action of your own?
No.
Okay.
Who else knows of this?
Just us.
Us. Oh, you. Ward knows something bad happened. I gave him the heads up, but he doesn't know the specifics.
Secrecy ensures that we at least try to keep our heads.
That's an awful pun.
She's gonna look at the heads, look at you, and kind of just you'll see this smirk. That's amusing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just stood next to Cora, silent, like. Mm-hmm.
Cora is still just John Travoltaing between everybody. Just
What the fuck is going on?
I'm just gonna look around. This facility is secure.
Against most common incursions and many vampiric incursions, though, if the weight of the ivory tower comes down, I don't think I could stand against all of them.
No one else is to know of this.
Understood.
You all with me now.
Aye, aye.
I pat our confused friend on the shoulder and bring her with us.
what the fuck is happening?
Well, they call this a
lot
death
of
match,
shit
dear.
you're going to wish you didn't know about.
What'd you say, Brad?
They call this a death march.
Oh, fuck that.
You're okay.
Doesn't sound okay.
Yeah, out of all of us, you're probably the most okay.
Outside, there is quite the fancy vehicle. We're talking like Bentley sort of levels of grandeur. There is enough room in the back for everyone. It's quite fan. In the back, it's not quite a limo, but it's bigger than an average sort of car. The seats in the back are actually there's 2 sets, one regular facing the front, and then there's another couple of seats that do face the back. So there is plenty of room for everyone, and she will literally just get in, nod to the driver, and off you go. You are being taken to Canary Wharf, or New Canary Wharf.
Oh,
I'm just there.
Impressive place, isn't it? With what's the spiral towel called? The pickle? Gherkin. It's the gherkin. Yeah. We don't have one of them here, but you will be essentially. It's going to take you sort of 15-20 minutes to get to where you're going. And Macbeth is just, for the most part, she's going to remain somewhat silent. She will at one point get her phone out and send a quick message. Are you planning on doing anything on the journey?
I'll just let Cora know that if she needs to run, I'll let her know.
okay.
You say that out loud. I mean, it's hard to hide whispering from...
Yeah, no, I would say out loud. Like, I'd be like... And when I said run, I mean, like... leave the continent.
Yeah. So when you say that, Macbeth will be like, if you ever had cause to run, there would be no way you could hide.
Yeah, at least I can do is give someone a heads up. At least make it fun for you.
Macbeth, if you don't enjoy the chase, what do you enjoy?
Very little anymore.
That sucks.
Men with lots of words.
Do enjoy enforcing the will of the prince. And that does keep me going on those lonely, cold evenings. Speaking of, we're going to go and see Mary. I assume none of you have had audience with her before.
Yeah.
She is power. Keep your wits about you. Do not give reason for anything untoward happening to you, and you may yet keep your heads. And should she deem it, you will at least not find yourselves in a situation like those 8. You said Ward knows about this. What does Ward know?
Ward knows that the Prince's Goon Squad's going to come asking some questions.
Goon
Because it's
Squad?
on his turf. That's, the gangster term I would use to appease an individual such as Ward. So just, he's ready. I'm not saying he's going to fight, but he's getting his affairs in order at the very least.
I may unleash the hound.
Your call.
At the very least, I don't believe he had anything to do with it. He was the one that sent us to look there in the first place.
I agree.
What did Cora say?
I didn't know he could have She knows nothing about politics.
I know. I'll just turn to you and explain what the hound actually is, because it's a teaching moment.
Yeah. But you can also have animal ghouls as well, just so you're aware. Like, that is a thing.
They're really strong, they're really tough.
Viv probably has a cat ghoul. Like, just one specific cat. It's that one that she still looks after from the first person she ever accidentally killed.
Yep.
Viv's got my dog.
And she has your dog.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
your dog was a
The
ghoul, though.
descendants of the
It was a
dog. That was
descendant, yeah.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
descendant.
Please tell me this cat is enormous.
Probably.
I want that cat to meow in bass.
I imagine it's a ballsack cat, though, right? Like
No,
a,
no.
Not a sphinx cat? No.
No.
Good. I hate those
Rex
things.
There
is
was
the
a
closest I
video.
would get.
There's a video of a cat with like a really deep meow, and it's just hilarious to listen to.
I know.
Wow.
Meow.
Okay. You will be...
You know what? Actually, on the way up there,
Mhm.
while we've got her, I'm going to mention the stuff we saw at the college. Kind of pick her brain out a little bit, since if we do live, I assume we'll still be on the mission. So, see if she has any ideas about either what they were using or honestly anything.
How much do you tell her?
Basically, what we saw at the college, like what was it? Some sort of technology, like a mist or something like that.
Yeah.
The invisibility stuff, like, that they basically made her turn, like, she was there, but the humans or whoever couldn't see her, and they just walked up and pop, and took her away in the van.
Did you know?
You broke off again.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, I gave up. I don't care. Fucking-
All I
like
heard
you-
was, "Did you know?"
Yeah,
and then it
did
was
you
nothing.
know? And then it cuts out. Yeah.
I said, did you know Shakespeare?
Oh,
I'm not that old.
I knew Shakespeare. Heard of him.
Okay. Just...
Are you, Edith? Never asked. I'm curious now.
Hang on, let me look up the lifeline of Shakespeare to see if she would have heard of him.
right. I'm sitting here like, God damn, I think it's 16 something. I think.
Oh,
He
maybe
was
no, it was
very
8.
close
Maybe
to
I
the
don't know. Oh, 1500s. Never mind. Just kidding.
So you were real
Oh,
old.
okay. Well,
Yo! right.
I get a beat. Woo!
Go.
Um. This may surprise you, she'll start saying, but I have a bit of a thing for conspiracy theories.
Okay. Lay it on me.
This unit you have mentioned, Valkyrie, they are supposedly a government black ops operation. They have access to things that regular people do not, and they have complete deniability. It would not be unheard of for them to have specific weapons that affect people. They certainly have weapons that are specifically targeted towards our kind. I have no problems telling you this, because there's a evens chance that you all might not make it through the night.
That's what I figured.
But by the sounds of things,
Government black ops is what we're going. So a big budget is what we're going against, is what it sounds like.
they operate in cells, usually no more than half a dozen people. Hunters, they're sometimes called.
Okay.
The the spray I have heard of. Something known as a munin serum. Incredibly rare. That's Munin.
Not only are we fighting a big budget, we're fighting Vikings.
You say
Right.
she got shot and collapsed instantly?
Yes.
Single shot silenced.
Yep.
Uh,
But and the people just didn't even see.
silenced weapons are mundane. But
This must have been when Fox and I wasn't here.
Yes.
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
This was on boys'
I don't
night.
know any of this. This is the boys' night. Okay.
Yeah. Subsonic rounds are commonplace, but subsonic rounds that can knock down a vampire in a single shot?
Indeed, the rounds are what I was going to say are unusual. Critically succeeded, so hey, you're going to get some information. Congrats.
Exposition.
Expo dump.
They have access to various types of bullets, different types of ammunition. One is the bleeder. If you get shot with that, you'll find your vitae forcibly expelled from your body. Very aggressive hemorrhaging is caused, and there is little you can do to stop it.
So they can make us go feral, basically.
Yes.
Great. That's great. Yep.
There are other rounds that function as small stakes. Pod rounds, they're called. The bullets of... Huh?
I like all the Viking references.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that seems to be it. So, moose horns, Viking references seem to be the thing for Hunter. So, if we ever play Hunter, which is the supernatural, you get to be the Winchesters type thing. Yeah. Hod rounds are bullets made of mistletoe. They splinter on impact, and sounds like that's what knocked your friend down. You get shot in the wrong place with that, it's like a stake through the heart, instant torpor. Would seem like you're too late. If they've got access to those, then it wouldn't make sense that they had access to something else as well. Restraints, specifically keyed to the essence of our kind. And I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this, but Gleipnir restraints? I'll get the thing.
Of course.
Yep.
Our worst nightmare.
I don't know how you would pronounce that, but I think that's right. I could be very wrong, but we'll go with that for
Gleipnir
now.
sounds good to me.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Certainly ends in near.
Right?
We know that much for Viking shit.
These appear to be, at first glance, simple plastic restraints, but they prove difficult for our kind to shake off, even with our enhanced abilities.
Enhance.
Hmm. And who knows what else they have. Those are things I'm confident that they would have access to. There are many devices that it have existed across the ages. Some influenced by our kind, some influenced by others. The regular people have had to be pretty ingenious with methods to keep up, limited though they may be.
Great. Cool. A lot of good options for us right now. A lot of good directions. So, okay.
Lots of different ways to die.
Yep. Well,
As
let's
for-
just make it through the night.
As for where they might be, I don't know.
I doubt they'd stay in one spot for long.
They have access to near infinite resources. I would imagine if they were to be holed up anywhere, it would be within the city.
Does Lilybell do trades with humans, or is it just Kindred?
Are you asking her that, or is that just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Seems like the type of thing he might have access to.
I'm not too familiar with his dealings, but I'd imagine that he has legitimate business interests, as well as the more exotic, to ensure that less questions are asked.
Okay.
And if there are no more questions, that will take us nicely up to arrival. Yeah, that's probably a good spot to take a little break. Stretch your legs, grab a drink, go to the bathroom, etc.
Okay.
And
I see an ice cream sandwich in my future.
ooh.
Facts.
And
What?
I'll be right back.
I did it.
You did it.
I messaged Ma straight away as well. I was like, she'll be awake.
Yeah, I she said that she I told her what time you messaged me and she's like, he got me first. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I rang Maggie immediately, and then I messaged
yeah.
Ma, and then I messaged you.
Yeah. I love it. You did the thing.
Did the thing.
Let's go.
Let's fucking get it.
Oh, so much more relaxed now.
Progress.
Yeah, now you just get the vibe.
Now I'm done. I'm not even nervous about all the other stuff that's to come. It's just whatever.
We're not dead yet.
Snack.
I gotta get used to saying that word.
Say what
Which
word?
word?
Chips instead of crisp. I'm gonna
No.
get myself some.
Which isn't
cheap-
even chips, this is
People
popcorn.
will
Oh.
generally know what that means, though.
You can say crisps. You'll
Put it in
people will
the
find you
tray.
enchanting.
I'm gonna have some fries. Love them fried.
I like that fancy food out there.
That will
with
be a
warm
thing
butter.
when they ask if you want fries or chips at a
Yeah.
restaurant, and you say chips, and they give you crisps.
Mm-hmm.
Like fish and chips, please.
This is actually pretty good popcorn.
I always put my own.
This is the Smart Food brand that does the white cheddar, but it's a Doritos nacho cheese popcorn. So it's like the nacho cheese powder from Doritos,
Oh,
and I'm here for it.
You're reminding me that I need to try that TikTok trend using bacon grease instead of oil for popcorn.
Brad,
Using
how easy-
bacon grease for anything is the tits.
And tits.
How easy is it to make something into a pill?
A what?
If I wanted
Turn
to
something
make,
into a pill?
if I wanted to turn my blood into like tablet, so
You're
that
talking about
someone-
the professor's blood
yeah.
or your actual blood. I don't know. Are you that kind of?
No, I just because I'm,
I'm-
cause
I'm here for man. I'll match your freak.
I'm struggling with the line between
We all match freak
making
here.
a goal and the person knowing about the masquerade, because I don't just want to give blood to a random human.
Well,
I'm struggling with, do I just tell them about vampires and then make them like that's a weird line for me. I'm trying to work.
well, you have this friend.
I thought if I gave him like a pill and said it made him feel better, that might be better.
It's okay. You have this friend that's a member of your coterie, not only can hypnotize people, but can also turn vitae into reliquaries, which is this little pill-sized thing. Every bead on the Crimson Rosary is a point of vitae. So I can make pills.
Out of my blood specifically.
It's any blood.
Wait, you can have a little willpower drop.
Yeah, but they're highly addictive. Your blood is like straight cocaine.
It says twice as addictive.
Yeah, twice as addictive, and it takes 3 times to get somebody who is like so in love that they will commit murder without second thought on your behalf. You're talking about giving this stuff to mortals. Yeah, I get it, but we're talking about mortals here. Vampires are more resistant. Mortals are like, give me that shit.
Yeah.
3 times in less than a month, and they are yours. So to be cautious.
Yeah, just do it twice.
Mm-hmm.
One of the steps in this blood stuff is, you know how you can give them vitae to blood bond or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can do it again to do the second level, or you can do it again to do the third level. You got to do like 3 separate times.
Well, 3 separate nights.
One of the things I've got, I could just pump all my vitae, do like 3 vitae in one go, get it all in one, just like insta goal.
Technically speaking, they're a ghoul on the first one. They're your ghoul on the third one.
And the 5th step on this thing is turning entire rooms of people into vampires. Which is...
Oh, you're talking about Coils of the Serpent.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the Dracula route.
Yeah. Oh god.
Snake Rider. We only got about 8 weeks or whatever he said, so you gotta start getting to it if you want to make your army there, Lime.
Good. I'm sure we'll come back to this. My next character, the character I've got lined up for D&D, I'm gonna have to try really hard to make.
Really hard to
I'm
make.
excited.
Yeah, because I have a tendency to be really cheeky with my characters. Like this one, I'm trying not to be cheeky. You'll notice I'm a lot more quieter with him. My personality comes through, and I try and.
You can't help that, man. You're only human.
Yeah. Whereas the I wanted to do a kind of Ivar from the Vikings in the next one, so he is charming, but he's also a bit dark, and that's something a bit new.
A little bit crazy.
A little bit.
He's the boneless one, right?
Yes. Yeah, the idea of my character is he was disabled, but the pack
magic.
could
I like that.
now go on adventures with his sister.
Nice.
Whereas
Yeah.
before he could only take stories. So he's a storyteller, so he used to get all the stories from all the adventurers that came through town, but he could never go on them himself.
I like the
No, he
new Eldritch Invocation stuff too.
The new stuff, I'm looking forward to new, because it's all, you can take feats if you don't want to take Eldritch Invocations. All the boons are now Eldritch Invocations, so you can take all 3 boons if you wanted.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Being able to take a fee instead of an invocation is pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I didn't read that part. It's cool.
And the boons being invocation makes much more sense and play around.
I think it just gives you a lot more options, which is always
Yeah, it's just loads of options.
But I also think like the first level,
You're muted.
you can only pick certain ones, right? So
Yeah,
Not
you have an
overlapping.
origin thing, right? At
Yeah.
level 1. Yeah. But no, I was just
Well-
saying, I think the big thing is you do have a lot more options, is what I'm seeing with the new PHP.
yeah, we're talking about Warlock, like the Eldritch Invocation specifically.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Because you can take one at level 1, but it's like the origin feats. You can only take certain ones.
I mean,
So
that
it's
was
not
true of
super
Invocations
overwhelming.
too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But there's so many now. There's like I swear, there's at least 30 of them. It's fucking nuts.
Okay.
But you also can't take the one that increases your Eldritch Blast until level 2. So it's like, well, you actually got to decide for your first one. So, but you better believe Devil Sight's still there, baby. Never getting rid of that shit.
How is that now? Have they just increased the range on it, or?
It's still 120, I think.
Mm-hmm. Maybe not as
But-
powerful as it
Increase the
once
range.
was.
He raised it 100. Dwarves are now 120. Dark
So we're
vision.
drow. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's crazy.
Makes sense, but it's crazy.
Yeah, right. It does make sense, but it is wild.
No, it's still the
60.
same. That's also a level 2 one, by the way.
Devil Sight, yeah. I think the base ones are like mage armor,
Yeah.
but you can do the blade thing at the beginning if you want to, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yep, no, it hasn't changed. Dim light and darkness, magical and non-magical, 120. It hasn't changed.
Wow, it used to be fucking 300 or some shit. Like the range on it was actually ridiculous.
It's always been 120.
It is
Oh.
I think
120.
you mean the Twilight thing, man. That was
That's
your
the
cleric.
Twilight Cleric that gets the 300 something.
You sure? I'm sure Devil Sight was big.
Looking as we speak.
It was 120.
Nope,
Anna.
120.
Fuck me then.
Yeah, Zang. Stop being wrong.
God, dude, what are you doing?
Listen, there's a lot of
Aren't you a
confusion at
DM?
the moment, right? Okay.
Bro, you played a Twilight Cleric. That's why you're
What's your
getting
opinion?
confused.
Comment below.
Did I play Twilight Cleric?
You definitely
I think
did.
you did, yeah.
Mael.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's
How
true.
do I remember your characters better than you?
Because every game we play, I have 300 NPCs that just I forget my own characters, let alone everyone else's. Like, so you could be like, oh yeah, just like this character when I did blah blah blah, and I'm just like,
Who what? Who did what?
that which game was that? Okay, yep.
I know there's one you will never forget. Saltmarsh, the double crit with the bag of holding.
yeah.
You know, they say that suppressing your emotion causes memory loss.
The one I will never forget is Black Ooze.
Oh god. The pudding.
Eliwick, wasn't it? Yeah,
Eliwick. The pudding bitch slap.
that was so good.
And she had the eggs in her bag, so
Yeah.
they exploded on impact and
was
almost
great.
killed the black pudding.
Good times. Before we get back into things, just a reminder that if you particularly liked a scene and think someone is deserving of a beat for this session, please do put it into the comments below. In the chat does not count. The live chat is separate to the comments, just to clarify and save any confusion. It needs to be in the comments below. And if you've yet to do so, like, share, subscribe, usual YouTube platitudes. Thank you ever so much. Right, let us get back into things. You will be escorted into this grand building. It serves mainly as high-end offices. So if you've ever seen like Suits, for example, think that kind of grand, expensive looking offices. Like a corner office would probably be bigger than your house kind of vibe. The elevator you'll be escorted to, however, is tucked away from the main lobby and definitely has old but grand designs, marble finished, gilded designs on the elevator itself, and it seems to expressly go to the 50th floor. She will open the elevator, and you'll notice as she presses the call button that there is a small dot of blood left on the button, as if she has been pricked.
Oh, that's clever.
The doors will open, and she will usher you inside. Inside is a dark-walled, brushed steel elevator, red carpets, very fine, elegant things, and as I said, one button to go all the way to the top. Once you are all inside, press that button and up you go. The sight that greets you as you step out of the elevator on the 50th floor is drastically different to the environment that you've just been in. The walls are black, marbled. There is gold, gilded decor everywhere. This floor is almost like a palace more than an office building. This place is grand. Reminds you, if any of you are into your history, it reminds you of the grandeur and elegance of very old Renaissance almost era finery. The artist in you is probably screaming at how beautiful this is, even though it might not be your style. There is even a throne at the far end of this floor. Seated upon it is a strikingly beautiful woman, maybe late 20s, early 30s in appearance. And let's bring her in.
Do we bow? Or no?
You
Oh, so pretty.
You're probably not sure, actually. What would be
roll,
good? What would be an
there's an
etiquette? Is there an etiquette roll?
I think I saw it.
I don't
No,
think
it's
I would have any
social
fucking well.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe politics actually would probably be
Hmm?
good.
Okay.
Presence politics, int politics, like.
What do you want me to roll then?
Fuck it, wits. Give me wits politics.
Wits politics. Can I use city status?
Yes.
Cool.
You spend a point of willpower as well for 3 dots if you want.
Good.
3
I'm just curious
dice.
if I knew a bit more about this.
Success is a
I know
success, right? Her court, the way the prince runs her court is definitely old school. So, yes, a bow would be a nod, a gesture towards that almost regal way that she runs her territory.
I imagine Wolfgang already knows.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. The more you think about it, the way that she has her territory structured, she has... Excuse me. She has her harpies. They're a bit like socialites, the ladies in waiting. There is the court, representative of the kingdom, the territories. All of this is very, very old-fashioned, but functional in this case.
As a history mage.
Yeah, it would fit. Macbeth is there too.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just encourage people to bow, but they can make their own minds up if they want to.
Macbeth will walk in and bow as well.
Obviously, I will bow.
I follow suit. It's used to being Catholic.
The rest of these chambers, though, it would seem that they are void of representation, void of any other souls. You are the only ones here with the prince and Macbeth. You'll be led to kind of the base of the steps, and Macbeth will basically say, wait here. She will walk up, and she will, with the briefest of whispers, say some things to Mary in her ear, and then she will quite literally just turn around and look at you. Mary will address you. It would appear that you have all stumbled upon something dark and terrible. Please regale me with your own words how you stumbled upon such a discovery.
Sure. All right. So, we were tasked to look into some missing kindred. Went about that, ended up over in Crone territory. Chatted with Adrian. He gave us a task to go find one of his missing guys. The one that supposedly had the letter sent from Macbeth. And we went to the apartment block, and it was already flooded, but we checked inside anyways, looking to find the letter or any evidence of this missing man. And in that, due to the flooding, part of the floor gave out, and one of our members fell through. And then we just kind of stumbled upon, well, what looked like an interrogation room, and then in the next room we had all the Invictus people, Invictus individuals. About it. Well, we moved them to where they are now.
As you're explaining this, you'll kind of nod as you're telling the story. When you mention Ward, she will motion Macbeth over, and she'll basically tell her to handle that. And Macbeth will bow, step away, leaving you with the prince to basically continue the story. And she'll say, okay. And what of the 7? What do you know of this?
We were talking to, he called himself Samuel Drake. Before he fell back into torpor, he mentioned the 7.
You only have the name, nothing more.
That's all he said.
These heads are where now?
One was. They're currently still in torpor.
Where are they now?
They are within my care, until you decide otherwise.
What's his fucking Lancia de whatever area?
Lancea Sanctum, yeah.
That's the one.
Lancea et Sanctum. Yeah.
Yep.
Do note, the Sanctum is not aware of what's going on. They are within my care. The Sanctum is not aware.
The only people aware of this are you 5, Macbeth, and myself.
That's correct, right? Just to be clear.
Don't you, out of curiosity, out of character, doesn't the father have people looking after the heads as well?
But I don't think they're directly aware of what they're looking after.
Correct. They're looking after cans.
Like, I think it was a case of, here's some stuff, don't look at it, don't touch it, leave it alone, but make sure it's safe. Which might not be all that unusual, considering the vault is a thing. Okay.
Respectfully, I don't even understand what the hell's going on.
She's gonna
Johnny's
fix
face,
you.
just the cringe.
She's gonna kind of turn her head to you, Cora. And Act.
Also, I rolled just a random d20 on my desk. When she came in, she did not join the bow. She was looking around. She was like ADDing out
Like
with all
awestruck.
of the
Yeah.
yeah.
Give me, please, a. Yeah, this is a weird one. Give me a composure and empathy expression. One of those two.
Okay. Oh, one is better than the other, so we'll try.
Crit fail that shit if you fail.
Right? Any modifiers?
No.
Okay. Oh, I almost
Whoa.
crit.
God damn.
Almost crit.
She is gonna fix you with a stare,
boy.
and your
Baby girl made mistakes.
your eyes are devoid of pupils, but
Yep.
in her eyes you see this ancient creature, this creature who, for whatever reason, you get the feeling, get the vibe, she has been in existence for hundreds of years. She is old, powerful, and you definitely feel that there is a almost a natural urge to, thank you Adobe Creative Cloud, apologies for the stream. Every time, I don't know why it's like randomly now, but it's not even like a on the hour thing or anything. But anyway, you feel this natural I don't want to say belonging, but you are definitely in awe, not just of the environment, but she is the most powerful, she is the most beautiful thing in this room. Maybe not just her outwards appearance, but her very being essentially fills you with this presence, this awe, this majesty.
Okay.
Perhaps not begrudging respect, but you definitely have that kind of, okay, this is a leader. This is someone you can respect.
There is a moment of like, he kind of just shuts up for a second, and all of the giggles stop. All the background noise stop. That usually just kind of flows off of her. And just, oh wow. And then a few seconds later, it just gradually filters back in.
It comes back, yeah. There's like a moment of focus, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's like those moments at work I have where you don't notice the background noise until it's gone, and then I'm like, wait a sec, what?
Yeah. All of a sudden, it's actually quiet around her. And then it slowly filters back in.
Now, Wolfgang, you were explaining the story for the most part, with some assistance from Edith.
Yeah. Because of that, Edith, we wouldn't even know about the 7, I don't think, so.
I'm going to want a... first of all, Edith, I need you to give me a presence and persuasion roll. Or composure, I don't mind. Or manipulation, in fact, any one of those 3 plus persuasion.
Hell yeah, composure plus persuasion.
And then I'm going to want the same roll from Wolfgang, but with however many dots you have.
These sheets are weird when you pop them out.
Mm-hmm.
It's that when you go to roll something and you're like, I definitely clicked it, and then you have to move it away and you're like, oh shit, yeah, it's
I'll spend a willpower to get 3 extra.
Oof.
Where did that roll come in? If it was in the last 3, that would be clutch. Okay, it was the first
I know.
3. Okay, Wolfgang, you give me the same roll, but you get an extra dot.
I do have striking looks. Does that apply?
You can add striking looks to that. Yep.
Awesome.
You probably have Invictus as well.
Do you have Invictus?
You can add that too.
There we go.
Good call.
4.
Damn.
Almost that crit. Should have willpower. I thought about it. Just bitched out, and that's what I get.
It's alright.
Like me, the modifiers did jack shit.
Yeah, those were bad.
Success is a success, right?
Yeah.
She's going to ponder for a moment. And then she will kind of look over your group. You all have found not only useful information, but have found possibly more evidence on the matter of these disappearances than I have been able to accumulate through my sources in the past several decades. I feel it would be only fair to not only allow you to keep your heads on the proviso that this information stays in those heads and is not discussed outside of these 4 walls, nor with anyone else, or I may need to revise my decision. In addition to this gift, I feel it only fair that you should be rewarded for your efforts. As accidental as they may have been, your handling of the matter has been swift and shows loyalty. You have another matter that you are looking into, this disappearance.
Yes.
From what I have been informed, there is a cell of hunters operating within our city.
It would appear so.
That should be your concern. As you have dealt with such matters and I have had time to consult with the Primogen Council, your services may be required to investigate the other matter. But what can I do for you? What reward would you deem fitting?
Out of character. There might be an empty mansion soon. But it's smack bang in the middle of someone else's territory. It's the worst idea ever. I just thought it was funny. I'm just letting Wolfgang speak for me. I'm absolutely fine with this arrangement.
You want me to speak for you? Because what I'm about to request is like
We're a coterie now, apparently.
bump me up the rank is what I'm saying. Like
I
I
would
don't want to be rank 1 anymore. I'll be rank 2. I'll be up.
To avoid the sin of ignorance and it be insulting, if I may ask for clarification, do you mean individually or as a coterie?
Both. It would seem your individual strengths have shone in this situation, but also your ability to work together should also be commended. Wolfgang, you know this. You know how it works. You did well before.
Yeah. And I got some turf, so if you guys, yes, it would be within Invictus territory, but if we want, somewhere to stay, not opposed to requesting that. It's up to you guys. If there's something else you guys want as a group. We have a driver
I have
now.
my own personal home already.
Yeah. As a
Driver,
group,
we just get a big car.
yeah.
I'm not opposed to
You're not opposed to what now?
a place for the coterie. But some of us already have a place.
That would mean I could stop living in Viv's walls.
I would like to not pay rent. That is for sure.
Rent is always going to be due, but it can be a collective effort.
What is your safe place, Seth?
It's a small house in the city.
Is
It's
it
like
sentimental?
basically a
Something you
tiny-
have to keep, or
it's-
is it?
More sentimental for her because it's something she owns. It's hers, not someone else's. She has a thing with like having things that belong just to her.
Sorry, we can still have a place to meet here at least.
The Professor's more than happy to have an actual place to live than in the dorms, and Cora needs a place to live, so. And
You would
I
not
guess
be
Priest Boy could just have a.
You would not be required to give up any personal lodgings you have, simply providing you with a group establishment for as long as you need it.
A safe place for us to talk amongst ourselves.
To certainly
I am-
make things more efficient.
I am absolutely supportive of the group having a communal haven, separate from our owns in particular. That being said, I would very much like to be greedy when it comes down to my own personal reward, as there are very few souls in the city who would have access to lore on Glaconda or vampire ascendancy. That path of salvation.
Yeah, I'm sitting here like, what is he talking about? Like, is he talking about some taboo black magic shit? That's what I'm starting to think. Like, oh boy.
I'm gonna have to make some notes and look into that for me personally. But yeah,
Like, do I take a step away? Like, wait a minute. I don't want... Vampire Ascendancy is just like,
Error.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't sound...
this is just for my benefit. The vampire ascendancy is the theory that you can surpass the failings of the vampire, right, and become
That you
a
can,
That's Aldra Draco.
yeah, but it's
that you permanently silence the beast, but
Yes,
it
yeah.
is subservient to you.
it's all the good bits without the bad, essentially.
Mhm.
She's gonna smile at this and be like, a noble aspiration, but I cannot promise information, but I can certainly pull strings to make any such information available should it exist within my territories. Will that suffice?
Your reach is far. That is all that I ask.
Okay.
Out of character design. Do you need permission to sire?
It would be. She's.
one of the OG
I don't
laws.
think she is as. I don't want to say as bothered. That's not the right way of saying it. Let me get to the traditions. Blah blah blah. Yeah, so it is the second tradition. Within the territory, you do not need permission, although seeking permission is respectful. But yeah, essentially, it's if you sire a child, anything they do is on you and them. Like you are responsible for them, even if you split. Like
I don't need permission from the prince to be able to sire.
you do not need permission, but seeking
It feels
permission.
like a waste asking right now for this one favour to be that. Okay, I know what I'm going to ask for.
Okay. Okay. Just to give me an idea for a group territory, what would you like?
A
You see a
bank.
napkin?
A bank?
I'd love to set that guy's mansion if he's getting killed, but it's right smack bang in the middle of like.
He's on the Primogen Council, so
He's
maybe
in
not
trouble, but
immediately.
not dead.
What about what do you call them? Safe haven places where everyone has to be respectful and shit.
Concilium?
Elysium.
Elysium. What about an Elysium place?
Oh wow, anyone's haven is considered Elysium, so it would be that by default.
Nightclub? Can we take one of these nightclubs that are shit and just actually make it good? Like...
Are we gonna renovate another hotel in another game?
All we be doing, we just be
I'd
renovating.
say bar, but Viv's already got the bar thing right, so it needs to be
Yeah.
different.
Mhm. Or what would you want? Something.
Do we have what in
A
common?
library would be a good idea too.
What?
But
I'm trying to think if we all have something in common.
All vampires.
At this point, a community center like in California, they have those beaches where it's everyone all together. They have Final Fridays and things like that.
an
That's-
abandoned
like-
YMCA.
She
Can we see the
could
map?
easily give she could easily give you just like a very expensive riverfront property.
Yeah.
Big house,
Kind of cool.
riverfront, maybe a jetty where you could have a boat in the future, large garage underneath the structure, that kind of vibe. But yeah, let me move you over to the map and we'll zoom all the way out because goddamn.
If we go far away from most of the people, we're not going to have the support of anybody in the event that we get ourselves in a lot of trouble.
Where do people work? If we can find somewhere like centralized to where everyone works.
Well, the Canary Wharf, the area you're in immediately, is the financial district. So there are lots of large, tall structures kind of in the immediate center of the map. Although when you kind of get closer, like down in this sort of area, there'd be like that sort of almost rectangular shaped area. That would be where you'd find a nice expensive property, Beverly Hills-esque, I'm thinking, but beachfront. I'm just checking something here.
It's hard to get a centralized one because, like, the father's place is down here.
Yep.
And then Nocturne, where Johnny works, is up here.
Mhm.
You work way over here, and the professor works way up here.
That's
the
why I
nocturne
added.
is actually the most central between.
Yeah,
us.
right. This is true. I work in the most
Nocturne,
central area.
That's why
Just
I
for
added
the nocturne.
the tube stuff.
I can't.
She's not going to give you Nocturne.
Yeah, see, I couldn't do
No.
that to the keeper either. She's been too good to me. Nope, I'm not gonna just steal it from underneath her. That is a rat move.
She was a very nice lady.
Yeah, she helped us. But I would not be I wouldn't mind being on the water. So if you guys aren't opposed to some nice property,
It's close to the tube station. I don't-
let's do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I can fly.
Oh yeah, you got a tube somewhere up there, anyways. Yeah.
You just jump off a building, land, because you can't die. You're a vampire. Go flying.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah, that is exactly how that works.
Celerity, you can go.
I just go full Barry Allen and run down the side of the fucking building.
Some can, and it's scary.
Mm. Right, I'm just having a quick look at something here.
Zang, before I forget, actually, one of my aspirations is to like get a solid clue on what the hell we're up against. And
Yep.
now that the sheriff's told us. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Mine's still in a secret, and I've done a few. But
I didn't actually ask that at the start. That's a fair point. Did anyone get any aspirations completed last session?
Yeah.
Not last session.
So if you did complete one last session, take your
All
beat.
Secret stuff.
And refresh it. So this territory will give you a singular dot of feeding grounds, in addition to any feeding grounds you have currently.
Go.
You will also get a I'm going to say 3 dots in Haven.
Write this down. Write this down.
Or just add it to the sheet.
I don't have any in there yet. That's good. That's good.
Which it has a prerequisite of safe place 1 dot. So if you do not have safe place 1 dot, you have safe place 1 dot now.
Any chance our city status?
You can request city status dot. Yep. Wolfgang, you wanted a dot in covenant status, right?
No, instead I would like to request entrance into the dynasty, which requires first clan status, but I have to be in the actual dynasty of the clan. So I can basically, what it allows me to do is use her social dice once per chapter instead of mine. I can normally just take it with having 1 clan status.
Okay. Fuck it, why not?
I think mine's going to be blessing to sire, but I don't know whether to ask for like indiscriminate sire or like because she has blessed me siring someone, it has more impact. I'm not right. Because if we can just sire and it's fine, I'm trying to think what the difference.
It's just a respect thing. Like you'd get more status, I guess, with her.
Okay.
So we could do that mechanically. Yes, you get the permission to sire, and as a result of it being a request through her, not I'm just doing what I want, you further your status within the city to an extra dot.
That's all right. I'll ask for what I would like is your explicit permission that I am welcome to sire when I find an appropriate vessel.
Okay.
And I will bump city.
All right. Edith.
I'm not sure if you've heard of a vampire named Endora. A gangrel. Turned me in the 1880s.
Explicitly no, but If they were here, there will be records.
More than anything, I want protection from her should she come for me. I want nothing to do with her.
Protection, or you wish her to be dealt with?
That could work too.
How has this Andorra wronged you?
I was not willingly turned. And she wanted to claim ownership over me when I wanted no one to own me.
If they show their face again, contact Macbeth. The hounds will see to it.
Thank you.
And you, child.
Huh? Like, I spaced out.
I very quickly explain what's going on, and then she can do whatever the fuck she wants right now. And suggest. I kind of guess what you're going to ask for Fox, but that's
Probably.
what I would suggest.
You are to be rewarded for your efforts, your companions, your fellow kindred have sought not only ways and means of furthering their investigations into this Valkyrie, but have also, as is their right, sought a more selfish reward.
Probably just ask you the same thing I've been asking everybody. And points at Edith, just... She wasn't willingly turned, but she knows. I woke up dropped on a doorstep. Sorry, I can't control that, by the way.
This,
You get used
Like
to
she's
it.
not used to it. Like you just nuts for her. She's like, yeah,
She's probably got at least 6 in this room right now that we
Yeah.
can't see.
she's just gonna... I understand your situation.
It's almost a crime, right? If they've willingly done it, I'm assuming. Willingly just dumped, sired someone then dumped them. Surely is like, at the most, a bad taboo.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily illegal, but it's probably a definitely
It's-
society no-no.
It's like a, you know, your child is your responsibility, and sending them out into the world just not knowing anything about kindred society is bad. It warrants.
Yeah, she does.
Yes.
She's like, I woke up dumped on a doorstep, dead, and half starving, apparently.
Such flagrant flaunting of the traditions is not something to be taken lightly. These traditions are there to protect all of us, and have been upheld for generations.
Oh, so it's actually bad.
She'll kind of like...
She's like,
She'll sort of sit back
She's
in her
learning.
throne a little bit and, like... She's not going to pinch her brow, but she will kind of, like... briefly kind of... You'll see, like, lose her composure slightly, and then she'll kind of
Ooh.
sit up straight, assert herself again. And be like,
Brad, I love you.
You're
to,
welcome.
to put it a different way... If you are not taught the ways of kindred society, not taught the traditions, and you broke them, you could be given final death, as would your sire,
Oh.
at my discretion, or those I trust to enact my wishes. It is a simple
Even
thing.
if
You
I
break.
didn't know I was doing something wrong?
Masquerade is more important than one simple neophyte.
Great.
No offense.
She has a. I don't know if I'd say that. I might say it quietly that she has a coterie now at least, and we will.
Give me my prince, for I have sinned and lost custody of my thoughts, as I simply thought that
Oh boy.
adoption could rectify the situation. Although I cannot myself, there are far better people who could adopt her and educate her better.
More of a 3-dad situation.
3 Men and a Little Lady, isn't that the film? Like 3 Men and a Little Lady? That's an old film.
Oh,
Where the
no.
hell do I come in on this shit then?
That moment when she becomes a Mamma Mia baby.
Ew.
3 dads has no clue which one's real.
Far be it that I think a prince should adopt, but it was an idea that crossed my mind. Forgive me.
Oh, he actually said it out loud. Look at you. Bree's got nuts.
You could give me a manipulation and persuasion roll.
Going
There.
to willpower.
Alright.
I'm right at the. I'm happy to blow it. Willpower on that. Manipulation plus what?
A persuasion.
This man actually trying.
Can I negotiate expression? Appealing to her more regal bloodline sort of situation.
Sure.
And let's see, I have specialty for vampires, but that's on intimidation only. I am not going to intimidate the prince. That is a quick one to death. Modifier 3 for willpower. Let me go ahead and mark that willpower off.
I can't believe you're actually trying this. I thought you were just fucking around.
Good Lord, please be with me in this nice little roll here.
I was hoping for a fail so you could make it a crit fail.
A crit fail? Yeah.
Would have been
Off with
wild.
his head! Fuck! Not terrible.
She will look at you, Father Green. She'll be like, you ask much of me, priest.
I do. Of one who is so capable, much is asked.
I do not have the time for such indulgences,
Indeed.
despite leanings I may have in that direction from time to time. But I can certainly instruct one of my line to take her under their wing.
Your consideration is always appreciated by myself, or
I
would have
see.
to always approve.
I assume this is not to decide joining my covenant. That would be on her head. But I can certainly instruct one of my line to take her under their wing. Provide a proper introduction to Kindred society. Be a sponsor, if you will. Will allow them a proper connection to properly investigate the matter of her sire.
That works.
Very well. I believe that is all of you. That is everyone, right?
What did Father Green get?
Oh, high up.
Information on ascendancy of vampires, essentially.
Oh,
Yeah.
How to
Brad
be a better
stuff.
me. Yeah, Brad
Yeah.
stuff.
Like,
I feel
So-
moderately attacked right now.
I'm gonna leave. Like, Brad, are you sure you don't want to join the Order of the Draco?
Oh, you... Yeah. I know who it's going to be.
Oh God.
Brilliant. Please be the blood guy.
The blood guy?
Ew.
The one that everyone hates.
Oh,
I know.
Lilybell?
Lily Cat.
Bell. Oh my.
He's a maquette. I don't think he's tied to her
He is part of the Covenant, but he is
He's-
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
of her line.
Yep.
Yeah, she's got a special bloodline.
Yes. Yeah,
Can
okay.
you revamp someone?
Change their bloodline?
Yeah, is that a thing in the book?
No.
That would
They...
be wild.
The only thing you can... So,
Because I would have offered
if they are a revenant, they are technically not of any bloodline, but they can only advance so far. So revenants are usually vampires that have been turned like without realizing it. Sometimes when you feed, the victim can kind of survive the process without ingesting your vitae, but when they turn, they are like a lesser vampire. They're not a full vampire, if you like. Not a ghoul, different to that, but essentially they're like a slightly weaker vampire, like almost like a vampire spawn is to a vampire in D&D, if you want to put it a different way. But with them, they can be fed from a proper vampire, and they then adopt that as their bloodline. So they're like a blank canvas vampire, which sounds pretty cool in of itself. But yeah, they can then take on the properties of a clan once they've been fed vitae from said clan. Oh, excuse me. Okay.
I know what my character to do. Eventually learn how to revamp people.
Revamp. I mean, that could be part of your studies, right?
Just make Cora something else.
I just kind of like that idea for it, like being able to like change someone's blood completely, like revamp. Can't say.
Like recode them almost.
Mm-hmm.
Number one on the blood thing that I'm doing is to do that for ghouls. I can take the bond out of a ghoul and like put my own in if I wish, or whatever. Like, so like the natural progression of that on like the highest of level is to do that to a vampire. Would be pretty simple.
Okay.
How dare you?
Yeah, I'm pretty tired too.
How dare you?
Been a long week.
She's gonna click her fingers, and from the darkness of the room somewhere, an attendant is going to walk forward and bow, approach the steps, and she will say, inform Jester that I have a task for her. Not that Jester, just to be clear.
I know, but
Just
it
a
made
happy,
me giggle
just a
regardless.
happy little accident. Okay.
Lollipop.
And
Hamster unicorns.
Are you pooping?
I will ensure that
Yup.
Jester is able to get in touch with you when they arrive. I believe they're not here at the moment, but she will be your companion, sponsor, adoptive sire. She will also be responsible for investigating the whereabouts of your current sire and seeing if there is anything we can do to manipulate the bond that exists between you and them to perhaps locate them.
Why did I think of that? It's my whole shtick.
It's exactly what you do, right? I don't know why you did.
Being distracted, alright?
Sorry.
Bruh.
Sorry. Regarding the other matter, I will make sure the property is available to you tomorrow. I will need to deal with the current inhabitants first. Unless you wish a fresh meal.
Ooh.
I have to bless the grounds.
Laura's just sitting there, like, just kind of bouncing side to side, like, okay.
You getting a new house?
You might get free food.
Or I'll let you pick the bedroom.
How much was your rent, Wolfgang?
5.
Excellent. Your collective rent on this new property. I don't know how to not mechanically describe it. The rent
Call
you,
it points.
the rent that you currently pay on your property, Wolfgang, will be multiplied by a factor of 4.
Okay.
But
Well, in that case,
collectively, I'm sure you'll be able to come up with that. No problem.
I think we'll just go ahead and clear that property ourselves. Like 20's a lot, is what I'm thinking right now.
Between
so.
5 of you is not so bad, but yeah.
Yeah, still. Well, I mean, I'm at like 6 right now, so 5 would really fuck me.
Yeah. And
Looks
you're
like
keeping
I'm
your old
putting
place,
another-
right?
Point into resources.
Well, we've got a feeding ground now.
You do. If you didn't already have one, you now have an
I
additional
got 2
one.
in feeding ground now.
Feeding ground, we don't lose it on a daily thing now.
You.
Oh, we don't?
Hang on.
Sorry,
It's all right. I had it up. So, your character has fertile feeding grounds, whether officially granted or not. Dots in this merit represent the ease of hunting in that territory. Add the dot rating to any hunting rolls and to starting vitae rolls. In addition, add the dot rating to any predatory aura conflicts on their territory. The drawback is territory doesn't maintain itself. Trespassers must not go uncontested, or your hold on the area falters. It is yours. You gain the benefits, but you also have to protect
Defend
it.
it.
But given that it was a granted territory, you're probably not going to have to be too concerned about that.
That's
Unless
fine, just let me walk around in the middle of the night.
that's what you do anyway, right?
I will run everything off.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it just one dot?
It is just one dot unless you already have dots, in which case it's add a dot to what you already have. But yes, it is going to be a very fancy waterfront property that has a sizable garage underneath the property. Essentially, one of those you drive down, is multi-garage, the house is on top of it kind of thing. Probably got a pool as well. I mean, what big property doesn't in the States? As far as I'm aware, that's a thing that they all have. We could say it's an indoor pool if you wish, if that would be more ease of use. And we'll say that the windows have a ability to be. You see, what did I see it in? You see it in
UV.
Yeah, they've got like that switch to filter them between, like, you can see through it and not see out and not be seen in. You can just have it completely see through, or you can have it turn into like complete blackout.
Nice.
Two-way. It's like a two-way mirror, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
With the ability to toggle. But yeah, there will be rooms for each of you. There will be large open plan areas within, probably a games room, let's be real. This place is probably worth, millions of dollars, and you have just received it. Or,
It's going to be a weird thing where Edith needs access to an unmarked grave. Just for her stuff, so it's probably going to be a patch of dirt dug up somewhere she can just lay in.
Oh, do you sleep in the ground?
It's a thing for her predatory aspect.
Okay.
To reset it, I need to sleep in the ground.
Okay.
Or in specifically an unmarked grave.
Are you Zamitzi or something? Good lord.
But yeah, I think that will be
Not a
fine.
problem.
So the property, you'll be allowed to leave, unless there's anything else you wish to ask her.
No, sorry, I'm.
Okay.
I got nothing.
She'll give you the address of the property. I believe they're having a party tonight.
I love parties. We should stop by.
I popped up on your thing, and then I also got like a little one pop up like in the corner of my thing. It's like, ooh,
Yeah.
interesting. Very well. You will have the address. You can make your way over there, and yeah, the party will be. Let's say by now, what sort of time we're looking at? It's probably early hours of the morning now, I would imagine, because you guys have been busy today. You haven't had your day sleep yet. But let's have a look here. What we
I've
got?
got a Kill Bill slow-mo thing going on in
Oh,
my
wait.
head.
Greenwich, Connecticut. Oh my God, we're based in Connecticut, so this is perfect. And it's like $9 million on the riverfront.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Feel free just to show me what it looks
There you
like,
go.
and we'll abuse that.
Nice.
But yeah, you'll arrive at the property. There'll be like it's dying down. Like there's a bunch of drunk people around. It looks like this property's possibly one of those places that the house might not necessarily be there, but the kids are there when the parents are away, kind of thing. So I say the kids, like young adults.
Ooh, big wine room. Hello.
And
It's a lot of
Guys.
wine.
there'll be
Guys, I think I found our house.
there'll
We're
be
gonna paint
people
the shit
passed
out
out. There'll be some people still up. There'll be some people who are, doing other illicit and illegal things, and there's probably people doing other things in some of the rooms as well. Essentially, you have a fertile feeding ground to take advantage
Hey.
of.
We definitely could have died tonight and didn't.
Yes.
That's a
think
bonus.
I say this very lightly. I may owe you one.
What's the plan here? Because to be honest, I kind of want to cut loose, so
I'm going to go make sure the sheriff's people collect those heads.
okay.
We'll save you some.
I'll actually join you in that. Make sure it's safe.
Click.
Huh?
And release.
Say what?
And released. Just get in there and close the doors behind us.
Cora's literally just standing there staring at the front door, just, someone say go.
Go.
I'm gonna put some headphones in, pull out my knives, and let's go. Fuck it. I'm hungry. I hunger.
All
Try
right.
not to kill him.
She is an rampaging.
I don't have a problem killing humans. I just can't do it in my classroom.
My classroom. That's fair.
I'm gonna
It's
have
one
to
of
pack
my
in.
it's my touchstone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pack in because I've got a craft show this weekend, or actually this week it starts on
It's okay.
Wednesday. So
We can wrap
murder
it
them all.
we can wrap things up here. It's a touch early, but it's not
Oh,
a bad
let
spot.
let them feed, man. Let them feed. They don't need me. I'm gonna go take care of heads.
Slow-mo Kill Bill scene.
Yeah.
Going mental.
We don't need to do like crazy rolls. You can just do a scene where you feed. So I'm more than happy to.
We gotta figure out how stuffed we all are.
Yeah, that's fair. So, first of all, are you killing anyone? Is the question.
I'm not.
Let's find out.
Because
Yeah, let's find out.
I did tell you try not to, at least.
Oh no, someone had already said go.
We need to roll if we're gonna go feral. Not feral, but like.
frenzy.
Willpower roll if you kill, right?
Because I think the professor just.
Well, is Cora actually like desperate for food right now?
No, but she's only fed successfully once.
So
So it's a practice makes perfect moment for her. More than that.
This is why we need.
So you can feed with dice or without dice, but if you're feeding with dice,
Just for fun.
depends on what
I could teach Cora some techniques.
it depends on what
Yeah.
way you're looking to feed. So if you're looking to do it aggressively, then you would be looking at if you're looking to do it seductively, then you would be looking at manipulation and persuasion. Whereas doing it aggressively, you'd be looking at like strength plus. The example is strength plus streetwise if you're jumping somebody, but you're not on the streets right now, so like a brawl, I guess.
I
Brawl's
guess
a
if
thing, right?
Cora wants to just go mental, she can go into one of the many bedrooms that are making loads of noises right now.
Yeah. Yep.
Privately in a room.
Yeah. So if you're looking to be aggressive with it, you can give me strength plus brawl, athletics, something like that would work. If you're looking to do it on the sliding on in manipulation a little bit, then you're looking at manipulation and persuasion.
I think Edith's preference is to find complete assholes and then drink from them just to fuck them over. So she'll follow someone who's been an asshole either to a waitress or something like that and then jump them somewhere. That's her way of rolling about it.
I know what I can do, Cora.
Yeah.
I can give you a biology lesson.
Now,
Perfect. Make this a teaching thing. You're gonna have to do it after she gets out of the first room, though, because you guys said go.
Yeah,
He's
no,
gone.
that's fine.
well, hang on. There's some modifiers.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
This is
Sorry.
whatever.
you get feeding grounds merit. However many dots you have in feeding grounds applies.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And are you hunting more than one vessel at the same time?
I guess if Cora went in a room, and let's say there's two of them, and she just fucking went for one of them, I would just have the second one and do it as a biology lesson whilst I was doing it, because that feels very in tune with my character.
Sure, I mean like individually, are you hunting more than one at a time? There's a minus
At a
2.
time? No,
There's
overall,
minus 2
yeah.
modifier if you're hunting multiple vessels simultaneously. Essentially, is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
It's not repeat prey for anyone, so that's fine. And no, I think that's fine. Yeah, so essentially just your feeding grounds merit.
So I need another D10.
So,
If I do
killing's a thing,
persuasion,
right?
So if you're doing the
Killing
seductive
problem.
approach, manipulation and persuasion,
striking looks.
plus striking looks, plus feeding grounds. Yep, sure.
Okay. I want to see what Cora does first, though. I'm watching her.
Oh, she has dove into a room where people are going and just went
Okay.
feral.
Just close the door behind her.
Just literally grabbed homeboy away and just went right into his shoulder.
I'll blow a willpower and just roll another 40-10, honestly, just for the feeding grounds as well.
Yeah.
Go.
Because I rolled
Ooh,
which is
this
just-
man walked in with all the riz.
Yeah, it's nice to beat them, man.
I just escaped death. I am feeling
I don't-
invigorated.
I feel like almost inspired by Cora because I'm usually quite not seductive, but I'm usually quite like
You're still methodical with
slower, methodical.
it. Yeah. Whereas
Whereas-
she is just
And imagine because you
I-
go into a room right
What's
where
the
they're
zero?
doing
Yeah.
the annoy and you pull
Yeah.
them off. I imagine I just go to the other one then, but I don't know like how
That's
my character.
that's
is
rough.
supposed to.
Did that roll
Oh,
correctly?
I need. No, I
That's
did
weird.
not. Hang on.
Yeah.
I need another. I'm just gonna roll 3d10.
Yeah, I'm looking at the roll. That did not look like it rolled properly.
I have
No,
one
that's at least
success.
one.
Okay.
There you go.
hey, one is
Jesus.
one.
Yeah, that did a weird thing. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what's going on with you and roll 20 today, Sass. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Actually, I think I know what it was. I think I rolled chance because I just needed one die, but I can't modify a chance die.
No.
I'll just stop them from screaming at the moment
Yeah.
and then see what Cora does.
Okay.
The professor's there then. I don't even got to worry about it.
Let's see if she kills him or not.
I mean, I'll help with that if you need, but
I can hide it.
Just trying to find the breaking point bit.
Yeah, I just know killing a human is humanity stuff.
she did it the first session.
Yeah.
Did you lose humanity or did you manage to?
She saved.
She managed to rape.
I think
she
I
managed to-
think I got out of it.
You can prolong it. Oh, I think I put this in my. Here's the thing: you might need to use quite a lot notes. So give me just a second.
Really teach her how to do it.
Additions, beasts, blah blah blah.
Pretty much just like I really need to actually make sure she understands what the fuck is happening. She literally just walked in, grabbed home dude by the back of the neck and just tore him away. Just like,
Okay.
nope, mine.
I used celerity to stop the girl from screaming. I just went, nope.
Nope, just shut the fuck up.
Fast old man.
Okay, what is everyone's humanity still 7?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine's currently 7.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can all roll if you're already feeding. Then, first of all, I need to know how long you're feeding for. How many dots you're taking out of the individual you're chomping on.
I'll do 2.
Okay.
Do you want a ghoul? I'm like, Cora, this is the perfect opportunity to, have a ghoul of your own, like someone that could help you out, do chores for you. Do you remember chores? Surely you remember chores, they're boring, right?
She like stops for a second. Home's probably like half dead already. She's like, what?
You can ghoul, and I'll explain what a ghoul is.
Oh.
Yeah, if you don't kill him, feed a little bit of your blood. I'll show you. I can show you.
And
Sure,
she
that's
just stops and like turns his head just no, this one's boring, and keeps going.
Look, perhaps this one. Do we need someone to clean that?
So yeah, humanity. So taking 2 dots, that's fine. When you go to pull away, basically, let me know how many dots you're taking. We need to go round robin and do this for everyone. But we then need to do. Everyone is humanity 7, right? Apart from Cora, I think is humanity. No, you did save the humanity
7.
point.
I
right?
saved it.
Yep.
I got it because I was able to break myself out of frenzy.
Okay. So how many dots? Yeah, Edith's taken 2. Okay, Edith, give me a willpower roll, please. This is to pull away from the feed.
Those are
Okay.
with composure,
if-
right?
Uh,
It's composure.
yeah, yes. No, resolve composure.
Oh, resolve. Okay.
Resolve composure. Now, having points taken out of willpower, does that affect anything?
No.
If I've used willpower? Okay.
Okay, the beast will start to be like, no, you want more. Give in, feed on them. They are prey. And you're like, no, I'm good. I just had my snack. Lick the wound, wipe your mouth. Eat this fine. Wolfgang, how many
I
dots
want-
are you taking?
4.
4 dots. Okay.
Do I get a beat for a crit? Is that
Yes,
how it
you do.
works?
Yep.
Excellent.
Nice.
And then what do I gotta do? Resolve composure.
Resolve composure.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
So,
Mm.
you are going to take all of these dots of vitae. Now, what you can do is you can spend a dot of willpower, and that will prolong you going into frenzy. However, when you go into frenzy, you are just going to chow down. Like maybe you've given into this lustful sensation and you just like go a bit heavy. But once you've spent a dot, you can choose to, on your next turn, essentially continue to spend a dot of willpower, or re-roll your resolve composure roll, but you get an extra dot for every time you've had to spend a point of willpower.
Okay. I'll do it once. But
This is slightly different to normal rolls because you can't spend a point of willpower to get 3 extra dice
Yeah.
for this roll. Yeah.
okay. So I will do the willpower to resist and then roll again with a plus
With
one.
a +1, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Ooh.
almost so close. As I say,
Was
that,
it
if,
in the last one? Oh no.
No.
if it was the 0, I was gonna be like, I'm just gonna stab her.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Now who's the fucking feral?
So you
Yeah.
you'll take an extra point of vitae from them.
Bitch.
I can't hold anymore. I'm
Okay.
maxed
Well,
out.
it's spilled. It's wasted.
What is Mac?
10,
11 for me, I think.
11 for you. 'cause
If
you're-
you've got an extra point in blood potency, then it's
I got 3 blood plus.
3.
3?
Yeah, I just looked at that. It should be-
Holy shit.
No, it's 2.
It
I
should
only-
be
I only
Okay.
paid one.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna
I was
say.
gonna say blood potency is harder to level up than most of the other things, but yeah, okay. Professor.
I think I'm gonna let Cora go, because then I'm gonna teach Cora how to ghoul someone. I'm gonna ghoul mine.
Oh, okay.
So I might drink a little and then do the ghoul thing.
Okay, Cora.
Because she's just witnessed a vampire, which means I can ghoul her because she's
Sure.
masquerade. I'm thinking at least. So I'm gonna make this poor woman who's terrified walk.
God damn. Okay. All right. Cool.
Oh, I can be sadistic. It's part of my
Yeah.
master.
How many dots you going for there, Cora? Like, yeah.
She can only actually take 2 before she's. I can't get any more.
Okay.
But let's.
Okay.
I mean, let's. Full send.
Okay. So you don't
Says
want
the
to.
D20.
you don't want to take more than 6, otherwise they die. That's the arbitrary number that regular people have.
Cora, we're not trying to kill them.
Oh, so you're trying to leave witnesses.
No, we're going to ghoul them.
This one's boring.
Yes, do you want this one then?
I feel a little bad because I've already traumatized her.
Well, just hold the red coin. It's fine. I can ghoul that one. You ghoul that one. It's win-win.
Yeah, okay.
Don't kill my ghoul.
Whatever. Yeah, so she'll try to stop and I guess take a bit off of the girl so that because I have to feed from her and then feed her back, right?
Yeah, I think you have to give her one. I don't know if you have to give her VI for, or you just blood. I can't remember.
There was. Oh, we had someone comment on this actually.
Yeah, I know. You
Isn't
don't have
it
to
nice?
go, by the way. Out of character, I'm not forcing you to do it. I just, me as the in-character person would be like, this is a good opportunity to learn.
Thank you, by the
It's
way,
a learning
for the
opportunity,
comments
yeah.
that helped us to figure this out.
Plus, we've got mansion. Need someone to clean it.
Yeah, I mean, it is a learning opportunity, and I've already got the aspiration for this one of learn more about vampiric society.
Ghouls are what happens when a vampire endows a human with vampiric powers by feeding it a vitae and spending a 1 dot of willpower.
Okay.
As long as ghouls are fed 1 vitae monthly, they do not age.
Okay, so you feed, then I'll feed, then I'll show you how to ghoul, then you go.
Okay.
That
Cool beans.
seems appropriate. Because I'll use all my teaching stuff when I go.
So, yep, I'm just taking 2, I guess.
Okay. Give me that resolve composure.
Yeah, boy.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Oh, she's gonna fucking ahead.
Okay.
So much for that.
You might as well get your XP. You need
Well,
it.
she did say they were really boring.
Do you want to dramatically fail?
Yeah, do
Do
it.
it.
She needs
do
the
it.
XP, so I'll go for it.
All right. I'm just gonna start calling Cora the Ripper.
It's fine.
Don't forget your beat too.
You get
I'll
a
see
beat.
her technique, and I'll be like, "No, this is how." And then I'll fail.
And then you'll fail, yeah.
Okay.
That feral energy, baby.
So
radiating.
you're the beast. What does your beast want to do? What is your inner beast driving you to do at this point? You've fed this one was boring. The other one was boring. Food is boring. Do they deserve anything better than to be culled?
No. It's like, send them on, let the underworld sort them out.
Rip, rip, rip. She is going to bite deeper. This is no longer feeding. This is frenzy. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Roll me, fuck it. Roll me a d4.
I'm just
Watch
watching.
me not even get what I need.
Okay.
Oh.
That is going to be all of her, or his, or her. I don't remember which one
His.
you had. All of his blood gone. He is going to be dead. Just like that.
Dead.
Now, that is going to trigger a breaking point. Yay.
Let's go.
So...
Humanity, go bye-bye.
Yeah, I think it's just another willpower, if I remember correctly, for breaking points. Let me just check. Or detachment is a...
Murder doll living
Yeah.
up to her name.
So you cannot improve it with willpower, but you can potentially use your touchstones to draw additional dice. You take a beat for facing a breaking point, and
That's 3 in 1 go!
yeah.
Done. There you go. Cracked it.
One more and I have a second XP.
Yay. Sorry, guys. This is
Sorry.
there's so many rules in this thing.
Fine for me.
I'm just
Sorry.
watching you going.
Kids these days, huh?
I should have taught her how to eat first.
You went straight to, here's how you ghoul.
Yeah, no, I thought
Edith
these
had at
guys
least-
taught you.
Edith
I
at least
wasn't
said,
around.
try not to kill anyone.
Edith had started trying to teach her, but it was a one and done.
Oh, actually, I'll see you do it, and I'll be like, "Oh, you're the reason for the dumpster conversation," because I wasn't there when it happened.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
they were talking about the dumpster thing, and I was like, "What happened?" And they never really explained it properly, and I was like, "Oh, everything just suddenly made sense to me."
Everything clicks, and it's like, yeah, Cora went a little batshit
Yep.
because
Then
she was
Cora and
starving.
Edith
at the
dumped it in the
time.
dumpster, and then fucking
Yeah.
Wolfgang was the one that made the Crone sign, or the Corinthian sign, or is it Crone sign? I forget.
Crone, I think. Let's see.
Yeah.
The Carthian was the
No, we
sign
did
left
it
on
in
the door.
Crone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did it in Crone territory, and Wolfgang painted the Carthian symbol on the door.
Starting turf wars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when reaching a breaking point, the character faces a potential detachment, the loss of essentially the loss of humanity. To resist detachment, roll the number of dice associated with the breaking point's level. So your humanity 7. You have injured someone over blood, otherwise killed them. So humanity 7 is 4 dice. Plus, if you want to draw, like if you can draw on touchstones, you need to argue the case for that, and you could potentially get an extra dot there. But there you go, 4 dice.
It's D10s, yes?
Yep.
Beautiful. Oh, she's fine.
No, you resist that just fine, and in fact, that will bring you out of
One more D10.
your. You only needed 1, but yes, you're right. It would be you'd get an extra one because it explodes. But that will bring you out of your frenzy, and
Which might
again,
explode, it might get a crit. So.
you will snap back to reality.
Oop, there
And-
goes gravity.
Oh, it goes Rabbit. He's choked.
First thought in my head.
He's so mad.
Again, you look down, and blood is everywhere. You have
Cora.
clearly killed somebody else, and maybe you'll look up at the professor, who's holding this woman, like by the
Now
back of the
thoroughly
head,
traumatized.
and you could just see fear.
She just... Damn it!
Okay. Watch. Careful. I'm going to try and fade now. And if I friends, it'll be hilarious.
How many
dot- really will be.
yeah, what
I
you
almost feel
I hope
like you
fail.
should, just because it's that feral energy radiating off of her.
I feel that the option for
I
a seductive
almost
feed
did.
is gone.
Is gone.
No, I'm just going to feed off of her arm, and then I'm going to be like, I'm either going to ghoul her, or Fox is going to try and ghoul her. But that's what's happening.
Okay.
Oh god, don't let me do this.
I'm gonna need
No,
you
that's
to
fine. Oh, I
give
can show
me
you. I'll probably show you.
I'm gonna need you to give me that strength plus,
Sorry.
like brawl, strength plus athletics. This is something you are not good at.
What's the... Are we fighting them? Oh, she's already, like, petrified. I'm trying to work out
If you're not doing...
Yeah, but you haven't
It's
seduced
unfortunately
her.
going to be a violent feed. You can't,
Yeah,
like,
it's-
subtle work your way into this one with
You're
the manipulation
forcing.
persuasion.
Essentially, are you seducing them or are you forcing them? Is the thing.
And this
I'm
is
terrifying them so
unfortunately
much that they can't move, so I don't know what that falls under.
Do you want to give me, in that case, a strength plus intimidation?
Sure. Do I have any... Nope.
You can willpower it if you want to add 3 dots.
Can I do empathy?
No.
Should have taken fucking persuasion. Okay.
Unfortunately, you lost that ability when you came in here with me.
No. It's sometimes you have to teach yourself as a professor. This is all.
It could be a learning experience for everyone.
I will put willpower into it. Not my fire.
You're seeing things from my side now.
Yeah, no, it's good. You're teaching me. Why not?
Hey.
I'm experienced.
Oh, nice.
How many dots are you taking?
2.
Okay. Give me that willpower.
What's the... What is it? Resolve plus composure?
Yep.
Anything else?
Just resolve composure.
Can
Fuck
I add
up.
teaching? I'm gonna try it.
You add some what, sorry?
Teaching. I'm teaching how to do this. I wonder if that falls under it. You can say no.
In this exclusive case, he's sure.
See, if you don't ask, that's all I'm saying.
You're trying to be very composed and treat this as a learning experience.
As I'm teaching.
All right. You will be able to pull away. You take 2 dots. There will be slightly out of it after the feat. But you are not frenzied. You are fine.
Cool. When they come around a little bit more, I'll be like, I can take all the fear away. I think that's when I'll feed them my blood.
She'll kind of like shakily, but I'm not going to end up like him.
Much better.
Yeah, I'll do it. What do you need me to do?
And then I'll, I don't know, cut my wrist or something, feed her gently, and show Cora. And this little bit, not too much, but just.
Remove a point of vitae and a point of willpower.
Oh yeah, I'm out of willpower now. I have to go teach it.
Oh shit. Well, you're
But-
teaching right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not in the classroom is the thing. Yeah. But you will have your very own ghoul. I will find out what her name is. And wouldn't it be funny if she was the same student that you'd turned down before?
He wasn't. It definitely was different.
I don't know. It might have been. It might have been.
Well, I would have recognised her.
Yeah, I
Definitely
dunno,
would've
maybe.
been, so,
Maybe she was wearing a mask. I mean, definitely a different word. Okay.
I mean, I'm outside the classroom, so it's not too much of an issue. But I'll show Cora like this is, and then obviously my blood. You got to remember, my blood's twice as addictive as well. So it's
I know.
quite
Yeah.
potent.
Yeah.
Okay.
But normally it wouldn't be this addictive. But my blood is sweet, and
So, you have fed.
Hmm.
You have frenzied.
My bad.
What are you doing with the body?
so this is how you decompose a
Can
body.
I moose horns?
Yeah.
A suggestion? Why don't you bury it in an unmarked grave somewhere in the grounds?
And then Edith just sleeps over it. Fuck
Yeah,
yes.
snack.
Bury it a bit deeper so I'm not like getting any of that grossness on me. So, yeah, I could.
Sleep above my
Sleep in it.
failure.
That'd work
We
out,
might as
right?
well.
Like,
It's not a failure if we turn it into this, right? So
This is how you get bloodstains out of the world.
yeah.
that works. We can do that.
No, that I already know.
So if Edith needs to stay,
Good.
she
Although it
can.
does say
I'm good.
specifically her unmarked grave, so like my unmarked grave. So I'm not sure if I can have more than one,
I mean,
or if I would need to go back to my house to actually sleep in my unmarked grave.
we'll say you could bring some dirt from your previous grave, and treat
That works.
it as this one.
It's just the local compost pile. It's really
Mhm.
That's fair. All right. The rest of the night will pass. In the morning, the people whose place it is will filter out. Your ghoul will ask you what you wish of her.
I kind of know who she is. Is she of this house?
No,
No. So, guess.
she was a guest. Yep.
Yeah. Do you know what job she has?
Give me a second. Oh my god, why does your cursor do
We
that
can do it later.
sometimes?
I basically need to know a skill set.
Edith is about to disapprove all over this shit.
So it was a party going on. So it would be a younger person, and it's not allowed to be Brooke. So, it is India Perez. She's a lab tech.
Oh, perfect. I guess for now, clean up after that one.
Mm.
Sure. I can mix something up. And she'll go off and find the chemicals place that they're stored in the house, and she'll be able to make something
That was useful.
to deal with that. Legit
That
lab
worked
tech
out.
in the in my pre-generated list of NPC mortals.
If it
Happy
makes
days.
you feel better, I also killed someone on my very first.
That was like my third.
Yes, but you've got to remember you were unfortunately abandoned, which is a sin against vampire kind. But you've at least stumbled into a coterie, which is frankly amazing that happened. But you know, oh, a coterie. That's like a group of.
All right. Well, given the time,
Also, my name is Professor.
I
I'm
think
a teacher at the university.
that's a good point to put a pin in things for the evening. I feel everyone's fed.
I'll insult the professor in the next game
Okay.
Why?
to get my merit points back, or willpower to get my willpower back.
All right. Let's put the advert stuff up. Excuse me.
Not an English degree, because you can come to school.
That is going to be it for this evening. Thank you guys for being here and playing the game. Thank you guys also for hanging out with us in the chat. Remember, players, to nominate by messaging me who you think is deserved of a beat for this session. And chat, remember to put a comment below, not in the chat itself, for who you think deserves a session beat as well, and we'll make sure they get that next time round. Our next game is going to be on Friday, which is a continuation of our hardcore Out of the Abyss. The group have just discovered a dragon egg and basically unleashed a fireball next to it, because nothing bad could happen from that, right? It's a red dragon egg, just to be clear. So yeah, just shenanigans there. So yeah, Friday's going to be our next game. Until then, please do take it easy, and as always, if it's easy, take it twice. Thank you, and we'll see you then.